being a small town boy.
Spring Valley.
Twitchell is with us. Ah, yeah, you remember that, don't you? Where'd you grow up?
Small town in central Minnesota. I moved around a lot, but graduated high school from Long Prairie.
Long Prairie. How big is Long Prairie?
3,000 and
well, it's
change.
about the same size as Spring Valley.
Yeah.
I think I can beat you. I grew up in a small town in South Dakota, population 1,200.
Oh, my.
Typical South Dakota. Woohoo.
Cool. What brought you to Minnesota?
The music scene. I moved to Minneapolis 2001. Great, thriving community. And then about 4 years ago, my family and I moved to Belle Plaine, Minnesota.
Oh, yeah.
So we're keeping the small town vibe going.
Yeah. Well, it's a great place to raise kids, isn't it?
It is a great place. I love it.
Small town.
Yeah.
That's why you live in a small town now, too.
Sort of small, like Northfield.
Northfield's small.
It is. We were actually talking about that before we went on air, is wanting to keep a small town feel, but also have some of the benefits of a larger community.
Yeah. Well, I like our proximity to the Twin Cities. If I
Yes.
want to enjoy the music scene in the Twin Cities, I'm an hour away.
Exactly.
Quick 40 minutes for me. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Whereas,
when we were down in southeastern Minnesota, it was a good 2 hours. So.
and you don't have to go to the Twin Cities because the Paradise has a
Well,
great
that's right.
music.
Yeah, you're right here in our backyard, and we've got a great weekend of music coming up. We're going to talk a little bit about.
Don't have to worry about driving in the cities,
No, you don't have to pay for parking.
especially with I-35. What
I-35 was closed.
what
I'm not sure how
nuttiness was
long.
that?
I know. So just drive downtown Paradise and downtown Faribault instead of downtown Minneapolis or St. Paul.
Musicians will come to you.
In our next segment, a former person who was on the airwaves here a lot over the years is going to join us, right?
Yes, Ryan Heinrichs, the former executive director of the Paradise, who's now up at the Ordway and is also the other half of Left-Handed Entertainment, is going to join us because he and Rich Larson, along with the group of musicians that are going to be on stage, put together this American Highway show we're going to be talking about. So he's calling in to tell us a little bit more about it, and we've got Carolyn Gleason in studio with us, and she brought her accordion too.
Carolyn Gleason.
Gleason.
Oh, Gleason. Okay.
And she's performed a couple times. I know for sure this summer she was at the Blue Collar Barbecue Festival, and then also was part of a group that did our tribute to Bruce Springsteen last fall.
Cool.
It was very fun.
You a Bruce Springsteen fan?
I am, but I really had fun singing with Jason Paulson. He is definitely a Bruce Springsteen fan. So he put the show together and invited me along.
Well, that was kind of cool.
Oh, very cool.
So
Your favorite Springsteen tune is?
Oh, goodness. You put me on the spot here. Oh, there's a song that I sing, and I'm just spacing out the name, Gordy.
That's okay.
Can't put me on the spot there this morning. A little early.
Okay. You'll think of it. She's got a cold.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
And in addition to American Highway, on Sunday we have the Okie Dokie Brothers coming back. Grammy-winning duo. They do phenomenal family and kids music. They've won lots of Parents' Choice Awards, and the show is about 2/3 sold out already. So folks should get tickets to that. It's 4 o'clock on
There's no Viking
Sunday.
game on Sunday. They play
Right.
Monday night.
So all the more reason to come out this weekend for a great weekend of music, because we've got American Highway Friday night and then Okie Dokie Brothers on Sunday afternoon.
And that's a good kids show. The Okie
Yes,
Dokie
that's
Brothers.
really geared for families. So whether you've got grandchildren, nieces, nephews, your own kids, we invite you to come out. They sell out all over the country when they travel. They go on trips, literally. They go on horseback or they get in canoes, and then they write kind of folk Americana music about those experiences. So really about celebrating the natural world and building a better community through music.
And we could use that message now.
We sure could. And that's, heartbreaking, but all the more reason for folks to come out this weekend and celebrate music. And
Yeah. By the way, it says on the website at the Paradise, American Highway features classic country sounds from some of southern Minnesota's finest musicians.
Yep, there's a change though before you read that list.
Oh, okay. Well, I gotta take a break here, so so much for the timing there. We're gonna get that opening market report, a service of your KDHL Agri Boosters, and then talk more. And Ryan will be on the other side too, hopefully, of the market update, which is coming your way seconds, like right now.
Yeah, Gordy, I just found out Mark Allen is not with the group.
Pardon?
Mark Allen is not.
Bay Creek Ag Services and Northland Buildings for quality post-frame construction. Check them out at their website, northlandbuildings.com. AM Minnesota today, we're talking about October happenings at the Paradise Center for the Arts. Kristen Twitchell, the Executive Director of the Paradise, is with us for the market update. We were talking about this
American
writing,
Highway.
Yeah, writing on your website about featuring classic country sounds from some of Minnesota's finest musicians. And you said you had something you wanted to add on this.
Yeah, we've just got it's Jason Paulson and Chad Johnson who've really been helping drive it, along with Carolyn Gleason, but she knows who some of the other folks are in this show. So
yeah, absolutely. We have a great lineup. Jason Paulson, Chad Johnson on bass. We have Kai Kuduyo, Bob Cavallari on keyboard, Andy James, who's a local guy. He's going to be our drummer, and a really wonderful MC, Mike Reed. He's wonderful. He's going to be telling the story, following music of Route 66, kind of talking about songs, following the states that Route 66 go through, and telling a little bit of the history and story. He's very entertaining.
Music of the heartland, Americana, classic country, everybody's favorites.
Yeah, absolutely.
So did you say left-handed did this?
Yes, Ryan Heinrichs and Rich Larson.
And right on cue, Ryan joins us. Good morning, Ryan.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Gordy. How you doing?
I'm doing well. It's been a long time since I heard your voice.
It has been. Thank you for letting me call in. Yeah, Left-Handed Entertainment had a great opportunity after I left the Paradise. I realized having Chad Johnson play at Paradise a few times, and Jason, of course, and our good friend Mark Allen, who kind of started this project with us, we kind of just sat down in my basement and said, if I could get the three of you to play in one big band, I think we could really sell out some theaters, but we want to have a concert style where we could literally give the audience what they love, which is songs they know, and then tie in some of your original work. And the show kind of developed over the last 2 years and actually took a little, pun intended, right turn here. And Mark had to leave for a little bit, and then we luckily got Caroline on board, and she's fantastic. And bringing her on board really kind of gave the show a whole new twist. And so, like she just said, it's a little bit of a fun narration and a memory trip down Route 66. And it really takes the audience on that road trip. It takes it, from Chicago to LA and then back through the South and all the way up to New York. And it's just a fantastic show, and it's really great for a theater style. So it has that element of not just a live band on stage, but a conversation with the audience.
Would you recommend this for kids?
I mean, I think that, the people, we premiered this show in Ewing, Minnesota on the 23rd, and the audience up there was definitely a little bit older. There were a couple kids in the audience, but there's a couple songs in there that the band plays that the kids are going to know. Obviously, they might not know all the songs, but it's a very, very family-friendly show, so I would bring my boys to it, if that says anything.
All right. What do you think, Caroline?
I plan on bringing my daughter.
Well,
She'll
there
be
you go.
First grader, sitting in there, cheering, hopefully.
Does she get to many of your shows?
A few, not a whole lot. Unfortunately, I perform way late in the evening in bars. So
yeah, right. Well,
this is a great opportunity for families. A beautiful theater, wonderful opportunity.
Absolutely. I mean, anything else you wanted to add here, Ryan?
I just really think that this is really a great opportunity to see some of the southeastern Minnesota's favorite bands. Chad, when I was in Kristen's theater there, had the opportunity to bring Chad in on the acoustic night very early on. Then he came back and opened for Colin Ray. So a lot of people know Chad Johnson and the 8th Street Band. They've been headlining the Blue Collar Barbecue and Arts Festival a couple times. Jason Paulson and the Jason Paulson Band, we worked together very early on when I was there for some of the earlier fundraisers, and also another great festival artist. The cool thing that happened with Jason and Chad and Caroline is, on a side note, if you were at this last year's festival, they actually put a band together called Son of a Bueller, which is a super fun 80s bluegrass band. So they play 80s pop with a bluegrass roots twist. So if you guys were there for that, those are the three people that will be on stage on the 6th on Paradise. And it's a really good show that I think everybody that loves Americana roots and country music is really going to appreciate what Jason Paulson has done with this show and bringing all of this talent together. So it's an incredible cast of musicians, and I can't wait to see what it takes off in Faribault.
All right. I think I'm going to let you go unless Kristen and Caroline have something they want to ask.
No, really, thank you so much for joining us, Ryan.
Thanks for joining us, Ryan.
Thanks, Ryan.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
You have you have a super day, okay?
You guys, thank you.
Ryan Heinrichs joining us this morning on AM Minnesota. Ryan, of course, used to be the Executive Director of the Paradise Center for the Arts.
Yes.
And between, I mean, you didn't come right after
No,
Ryan.
there was about a year gap, but Ryan was really instrumental in bringing the KGP Co-Music Series to the Paradise. I guess it's one of the things he discovered was a great passion for presenting live musicians, especially supporting local musicians. And so he was really instrumental in getting that KGP Co-Music Series off the ground, and it's still happening, and probably we've had a chance to expand on the work he started. So really appreciative of that. And the end of this month, the end of October, it's our 10th anniversary.
Okay.
The Paradise Center for the Arts. And so that's part of that celebration is live music. So we're featuring some local folks. Ray Coudray, who also played the Springsteen with his group, Fred the Bear, who do kind of classic rock. And then my friend Diana Parks and her partner Kevin, who fronted our Linda Ronstadt. And they're from Rochester. So really trying to, again, celebrate good local music, and then, of course, live theater and visual arts. So that's the end of the month. So we're just jam-packed with great music this month and kicking it off this weekend.
So you're enjoying being with this group?
Oh, I am. It's just a wonderful group. Not only do I get to play wonderful music, but these are amazing people, great friendships. And I also did theater back in the day, so I kind of get to pull a little bit of my theater background in and enjoy that element, which is wonderful.
Well, it helps you on stage, I'm sure.
Yeah, it does. It does. It's fun to interact with the audience, and it just feels good to be back on stage like that.
Everyone who performs probably should have some theater.
Yeah,
Well, great, Gordy. Do you have any theater, Gordy?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Back in the day.
Awesome.
Back in the day when I had hair.
Well, you're talking about that. I'm thinking with this show, I love the idea that there's actually essentially a radio announcer that's part of this. So it's this mix of music and storytelling, which is really part of that country rock Americana roots. Is it their stories, and so it's weaving the music and the story together, which is my passion. So I'm really excited for this show.
Can you give me an idea of what's
be played? First off, when we did the show in Ulen, there was a gentleman that came up afterwards. He was a truck driver, and he said, I drove Route 66 so many times, and the songs that you were pulling in, he's like, I felt like it just took me back. And it was so great to hear that feedback. But I'll share a few. I don't want to give it all away. But of course, we're gonna rock out Route 66 for you, and going through different states. We're gonna pull in some Kansas City, Tulsa time, Amarillo by morning, and a good thing is we got some original composers in a group, so we're going to throw a couple original songs in there from Jason Paulson and Chad Johnson and showcase some of those songs. So yeah, come out, and I don't want to give it all away.
No,
she's going to play for us a little bit.
Yeah, I will play one for you here in a bit.
Okay. So is this the show that's nearly a sellout, or is it the Okie Dokie?
The Okie Dokie Brothers is nearly sold out, but tickets are going really well for this one too. So we always invite folks. You can get your tickets online at paradisecenterforthearts.org. You can call the box office at 507-332-7372, or you can always visit us. We're open from noon to 5, Tuesday through Saturday, and then we stay open late on Thursdays till 8 o'clock. So make it easy for folks to come visit us. We're in historic downtown Faribault, and as we were joking earlier, it's a lot easier to come to Faribault for a great show than it is to try and drive to one of the bigger cities.
And it's a beautiful theater. It complements. Yes. It's very fun to perform in.
How are the acoustics?
Wonderful. It's great up there on stage. It's really fun. Great acoustics.
Because it does make a difference.
It really does. It really does.
Yeah, it feels like right now we're really getting the opportunity to celebrate a lot of local musicians and artists. We were talking before, for folks who haven't been into the Paradise, you don't want to miss the Woolen Mill exhibit that's in the Carlander Family Gallery in the Lois Renish Boardroom. 33 different artists.
Oh, wonderful.
All were given essentially a trash bag full of Woolen Mill remnants and salvage.
Cool.
And there are really...
And have at it.
They had a year, and the pieces, I was just blown away by what came through. So then we also have Bethlehem Academy student artwork there in the Corey Krieger Memorial Gallery. So folks should come hear music, come see the galleries, and just celebrate the arts with us this weekend.
And speaking of that, you do have some art classes in October. I was looking up, you have Raku pottery class and firing on October 25th.
Yeah, the Raku is such a unique opportunity. Very few places get to offer it. We are really lucky to have a person in the community that supports our pottery artists and has given generously to that program, and so we have our own Raku kiln, but the pottery, the type of firing is so hot it has to be done outside. So Diane Lockerbie, who's the instructor, we also do it over at Lockerbie Sheet Metal, but it's a really cool thing to see happen, and then the way the glaze works on the pottery. So if you've never done it before, we've got a make it class, and so you can come out, and whether you've ever messed with glaze and pottery before or whether you've done it a lot, it's great for novice folks or people with more experience.
So did you wear this necklace that you have on today?
Did I wear the necklace?
I mean, did you make that necklace?
Oh goodness, no. I have phenomenal visual artists I love to support, but I am not one of them.
But is this a local?
Yeah, I don't remember where I picked it up, but yes, trying to support our local artists. And my background is in the literary and performing arts, so cool. I'm really lucky to be able to draw a stick person. So, although I did love pottery, I took pottery and photography classes. That's how I avoided having to pick up a paintbrush or a pencil.
I love pottery as well.
So,
I did some.
And we have some great potters in the area. We're just really lucky in this area.
Yes, we are. We're very blessed with fantastic artists. There's fused glass pendants or magnets on October 7th, which is this weekend, 1 until 3.
Yeah, so you can come make your own jewelry. I think that's what you're getting at. And they're beautiful. What they do with the glass, and it's really, really cool.
This is for people age 8 and up, it says here.
Yeah, we have a lot of mixed groups. You can come with a grandkid or a nephew, a child, or just a group of friends. Sometimes we have folks that just get a group of friends together because they want to make a piece of jewelry.
Dale Brown's the instructor. There is, in addition to the fee,
there's
the
tuition fee, and then there is a supplies fee. Yes. Yes. Fifi.
In addition to Fifi, let's see here. Acting fun for little ones on Saturday, October 21st, 10 to 11 in the morning. This is a class for kids ages 3 to 7. Good luck, Andy Velishak.
It's a hoot. My daughter has taken it several times, and she took the camp, and the first thing she asked when she was done is, when can she do it again? He just works magic with those kids, and we're actually writing a grant, and if we happen to get it, then we're going to be able to expand our children's theater program and work with Andy's Child's Play Theater to do that. But he does just a great job with those youngsters and gets them comfortable and telling stories and putting on costumes, so it's really fun to see. And parents should sign their kids up. That class has been filling regularly.
Fantastic. So it's something to think about, folks. Don't give the kids a toy for Christmas. Give them a
class. Yeah, we actually have gift certificates that you can use for classes. You can use them for shows. So that's a great way to go. Or just pick a particular class and give that to a child or a relative.
And it's a unique gift that I guarantee nobody else will think of.
Right. Or come by the gift shop or the gallery and buy a piece of unique art. Or give them tickets to a concert.
As a parent, I feel like I'm overwhelmed with toys. So I think that I would appreciate that as a parent.
You hear that? She endorses my idea.
Yes, we do.
Wow.
And considering it feels like there's as much holiday stuff out already as there is Halloween, it's hard to imagine.
So true.
But yeah, let's get Carolyn playing here.
I was going to say, let's
do it right now?
Play a tune.
Well, let's do it. I've got a beautiful...
she brought her instrument, so we might as well let her use it.
Yeah.
Beautiful accordion. I have a lot of people that come up to me and they're like, wow, my grandpa played accordion. I can't believe you play it. I feel like it's making a comeback. It's fun. And I'm going to sing a song that we do on the show, during the show.
Before you get this going, how did you start playing the accordion?
I started playing piano at the age of 6. And I grew up in a small town in South Dakota. So a lot of polka music, a lot of Czech and German.
Well, so Lawrence Welk is from South
Very
Dakota.
much so. He played in a club in Tyndall. He would come through, and it's fantastic. Yankton, South Dakota, WCCO, or not WCCO, WNEX. And just really fun hearing the polkas and hearing those old songs on the accordion. Not until, though, I did a theater show. I did cabaret out in the Black Hills Playhouse, and I played a character that required an accordion. I had to get up there on stage, and I'm like, I can do this. I'm just going to convert my piano skills and go sideways and here I am playing the accordion. And
is that how that works? If you convert your piano skills and go sideways?
For me, the left side, the buttons, a little more circle of fifths, and I'm not going to play a whole lot of those today. In the band, I've got a bass player that's going to cover that for me.
Oh, sure.
But this is more of a New Orleans style jambalaya on the bio that we're going to sing, that I'm going to sing.
So you enjoy polka music?
I do. Can I tell you a secret? Don't tell anybody. Back in 1993, I was the South Dakota Czech Days queen, so
Cool.
I had to dance polka with everybody. It was
the Czech Days queen.
Yeah. I know, this is a big Czech culture here in Minnesota.
Have you been up to Montgomery yet?
I haven't. I'm dying to. I really, really want to.
New Prague.
Yeah, New Prague too.
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful.
Lonsdale.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I still have my outfit that fits. So.
Sorry, I didn't mean to keep.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm just kind of getting my hand position here, but.
Is this an easy instrument to learn, you think?
Yes.
You have to be coordinated, though.
Yeah. I mean, there's three things.
Right.
Your buttons, you're using the bellow, so you're squeezing the instrument, and right hand. Plus, I'm going to sing at the same time and smile.
What if you're left-handed?
I have no idea how to answer that. I have no idea what.
They're left-handed accordions?
I don't know if they're not. But I think you'd have to just force yourself to be a right-handed player.
Okay. I'm going to shut up now.
All right. Well, this is a song called On the Bio. Here we go. Goodbye, Joe. He gotta go, me oh my oh. He gotta go for the people down the bio. Here's Yvonne, the sweetest one, me oh my oh. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bio. To the door, found the place is buzzing. Kinfolk come see Yvonne by the dozen. Dressing style, go hog wild, me oh my oh. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bio. Jambalaya, crawfish pie, Philly gumbo. For tonight I'm gonna see my Shamio. Pick guitar, fill for jar and the gale. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bio. Settle down, far from town, get him a hero. And he'll catch all the fish down in the bio. Swap his mom and buy Yvonne what she need on. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bio. Jambalaya, crawfish pie, Philly gumbo. For tonight I'm gonna see my Shamio. Pick guitar, fill for jar and the gale. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bio. There you go, Gordy.
Wow, that was very good. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, that is so fun.
Like a stripped down version. It sounds really full with a full band, kind of a Cajun feel to it. So.
Remember the Carpenters did that song.
They did. They had a cool flute interlude in there.
Yes, they did.
Yeah. Yes, they did.
Well, it's exciting, yeah. And I think there's, at least, is the band about 7 musicians?
Yeah, I have to count, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 7 musicians and our MC. We have a wonderful sound guy that comes with us, Bob Cole. He's been working hard with us as well. We're excited to perform for you, Faribault. We hope you come out.
Yeah, Friday night, 7:30, right?
Yep, 7:30 p.m. So
I can get my tickets right now if I go online.
you can get them right now. Otherwise, box office opens tomorrow, so you can call in for tickets or come in to the box office downtown. But we always invite folks to get them online because you can just pick your seats right there.
There's not a bad seat in the house.
There is not a bad seat in the house. That is true.
Nope. My favorite spot's in the back.
Yeah, you and several other folks.
The back, the middle.
But yeah, and the one thing I love about this show is it really reaches a lot of different music lovers. So you hit those Americana folks, you hit the country folks, the folks who really like more of the classics. I bet you even some of the 50s Beatles, all of that has such a long history.
Oh, it really does. And if you haven't driven Route 66, I have not. I've driven parts of it. But it's kind of a fun way to to be reminded of the path and the journey that others have taken, and it's a great history lesson too. Our MC does a great job talking about the history of the songs and kind of the beginning of Route 66 and go all the way up. We end in New York City, so we kind of get off the path a bit, but we head right up to New York.
Little culture shock.
Little culture shock, yes.
I mean, from small town South Dakota to New York City.
Yeah.
Right.
It's quite a difference.
It is a big difference.
Concrete jungle.
Mm-hmm. That it is.
Only got a couple minutes left of the show, so again, this weekend we've got
American Highway, which is
Friday.
Yep, that's Friday at 7:30, part of the KGP Co-Music Series, and then on Sunday at 4 p.m. bringing the Okie Dokie Brothers back, and that's a really cool thing in a theater our size. I mean, they're going up and playing one of the big venues in the cities after they're here at the Paradise. So we appreciate them coming back, and that's part of our
Grammy Award winners.
Yeah, Grammy Award winners, Parents' Choice winners. They were nominated for a Grammy again this year. So, and that's part of our Crossroads Anniversary series. So again, that big anniversary party the end of the month, which is also going to have some costume elements based on previous theater shows there. So lots of fun. And then Merlin does Love Letters, the Merlin Players, in the middle of the month. So we literally have a show every weekend. So
It sounds like that's a great show. Juliana Skuzacek will be with us on the Thursday, October 12th to talk more about Love Letters.
So yeah, really just a great time this fall to gather for music and the arts and just bring people together, especially with what's happening in not just Vegas but around the world. So I really believe music is a uniter and a healer. So I hope folks will come out and celebrate with us just the gift of music and these great musicians here from southern Minnesota.
Well, on your website it says about the Okie Dokie Brothers. They help kids build a better world through music.
They do, yeah, and I bet you this show helps build a better world through music too.
Absolutely.
So it feels like, a great opportunity, just the timing of these shows for really the community. So we hope folks that will come out and just don't let the evil that's in the world keep you from great music and being in community.
Yes, we really hope you come out. We're excited to perform, and we're very grateful and thank the Paradise for bringing us down.
Yeah. Well, I've been thrilled to hear them in different pockets, so to get to hear them all together is going to be really fun.
All
These three great musicians in the band.
Thanks to Ryan, too, for joining us earlier.
To Ryan and Rich for pulling it together.
On the program of Left-Handed Entertainment. That concludes today's AM Minnesota. Tomorrow we talk about White Cane Day. Wednesday, Faribault Fire Chief Dusty Dienst will be in studio to give us some fire safety tips. Fire Prevention Week is next week. The Fire Department open house this Saturday. You're in tune to KDHL AM, Faribault, Minnesota.